After the May 2003 tornadoes, I was in my basement. I was huddled in my basement with my family waiting for the storm to blow over, and as soon as it blew over, I got in my car and went to work, and spent pretty much the next week living in the newsroom. I worked in the field for 14 years before deciding to switch over and get into this whole teaching thing. Part of it was a family decision, so I was trying to find a little more work-life balance. In the newsroom, being a journalist, there's a lot of hours, you do a lot of overtime, you work really weird hours. So I had a friend who was teaching at the college level. It was something I had always been interested in. He suggested I try teaching a class as an adjunct professor. And so I taught a class at Missouri State, and I really enjoyed it and had a great time. My wife had an opportunity to go full-time. Once she got the job, that said, let's give this a try. So there was a big transition for me, because what I had to do when I got into this, I thought, I'm doing this as a lifestyle change. And I realized that in order to do this, to do it right, you have to go back to school and you have to have a doctorate. If you're going to be serious about being a college professor, you have to have a terminal degree. And for my field, that was a doctorate in journalism. So I got a little bitty crummy apartment in Columbia, and I would drive up there on Sundays or Mondays, and I would come back on Thursdays or Fridays. And I would stay up there during the week and do my coursework. And you're also a research assistant for a professor, so it really was like starting over. The biggest thing that I really enjoy about this is my time is more my own. So even though I have probably as much work that I was doing at the paper, I find that I can control my hours a little bit better. So if I have work to do or a research project that I'm working on, I can do it at home on my own time, or I can go to my home office and I can work on it there, or I can work on it in a library, that kind of thing. So in that regard, it is a much more, it's much better for work-life balance than working at the newspaper was.